Hey guys, it's coffee time. It's after work. I just got home and took a shower. And now I'm filming and I will upload. So, yeah, the response to the shuffle video is really fun because a lot of you did it. Because you almost can't help it. It's like, oh, I want to do that so bad and see what my answers would be. Sometimes the answers are a letdown, but sometimes they're really funny. And the ones that you guys posted that were, like, super hilarious, I loved reading those. It's funny because, like, well, no, I guess that's not true. I was going to say that it's funny how often people are like, oh, well, you know, if you were to look through a person's iPod and see what they listen to, you would get an idea of what kind of person they are. And I was going to say that that's not necessarily true of mine because, like, I have so many different types of music on here. But I guess then that would tell a person that I'm easily changeable, that I change what I'm interested in all the time and stuff like that. I guess that would be applicable. That would be fairly true. Like, I like to change my hair all the time, and every few days I'm listening to completely different types of music. I think 2 weeks ago I spent like 4 straight days listening to only K-pop, and then I switched to metal for a week, and now this week I've been listening to like classic rock. I don't know, like, it's just, like, weeks at a time I just want different things, and I dress differently for weeks at a time, and I don't know. I guess that's a facet of my personality. People always say that about bedrooms, too. That you could look at a bedroom and find out the type of person they are. I don't know what my bedroom would say. I pretty much show you guys my bedroom in general. That I'm a genius because I'm messy, question mark? I don't know. I do think it's funny, though, that, like, when when you're a kid, if you're really messy, then you're not disciplined. Like, that's what you take from a fly. That's what you take from, you know, a child who has a super messy bedroom. You're like, oh, this kid isn't as disciplined as they should be. But, as you get older, like, once you get into, like, college, then you're just, like, eccentric or a genius. I don't think I'm kind of eccentric, but I don't think that it's not showcasing my genius by any stretch of the imagination. It's just lazy and bad habits. I think are what's evident in my room. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe any of you who are studying that sort of thing, you could tell me what my room says to you. Or, if you're bored, you should leave a video response showing me your room, since you get to see mine all the time. And if anybody has a super messy room, you should definitely show it so I feel like a better person. That's how I feel. Yeah. What else? What else are funny things that people try to derive personalities out of? I'm trying to think. Music tastes, for sure. The way that people dress. I know people who dress in ways and then, like, have interests and personalities that completely betray the way that they dress. I don't know. I feel like things like that always try to kind of shove you in a box. They're like, no, this person is definitely like this. And you're like, not really. I don't know. But saying that my music tastes show me to be a person who changes their mind a lot or is all over the place would be accurate. So maybe, I don't know, maybe there is something to that. And that would be showcased in my room as well, that there's stuff everywhere. So, another sign that I'm all over the place and flighty. We could pick apart my personality right here. Right here, right now. She has a webcam, so she's obviously a ham. True. Let's see, what else? She has instant coffee on her desk, which means that she's a caffeine addict. True. Let's see, what else? She has, boxes that are halfway filled up with things. which means that she either likes to get things started early or waits too long to do things. True. Lots of cookbooks, but they're all on the shelf. None of them are in the kitchen, which means that she likes to cook, but maybe necessarily doesn't always do it. Lots of plays, so you can tell what she studies. Has random tools all over the place. Doesn't follow safety regulations. Has a lot of comic books. Wastes money on things. Now it's slowly starting to turn into a judgmental person looking at my room. Wow. Needs to grow up, maybe. I've drank way too much coffee today, by the way. Speaking of caffeine addict. I had like 2 cups of coffee, and then at lunchtime, we were all like, we should all go, like, have a sit-down lunch. And it turned out that only like a couple of us went, but when we got there, he was like, you want anything to drink? Everybody said water, and then I said coffee. And I was like, I'm that guy. Don't you hate being that guy? When you go to like a restaurant and everybody says water, and then you're the one person who's like, root beer. And then everybody goes, ooh, root beer. But sometimes you're victorious, and somebody else in the group, after like the person brings you your root beer or your coffee, then somebody else at the table will be like, oh, that looks really good. Can I get a lemonade? And then you're like, yes. That's when you're victorious. I wasn't victorious today. I was the person who got coffee, everybody else got water, and then nobody else wanted water. And then eventually I wound up asking for water, so it was like a double whammy in terms of me failing the beverage war at the table. The unspoken beverage war at the table. Maybe I'm the only person who thinks about stuff like that. I'm not super competitive at all. I just like to think about those things. Is that wrong? That's not wrong. Oh, it feels so nice out now. It's been so hot here. So hot, y'all. And I complain about it constantly. But, now there's a lot of cool air coming in. And it's wonderful. And the sun's pretty much out of my way, so I can be like, it's still kind of light outside, but there's a cool breeze. I can have my window all the way open. There's no construction, because it's not morning. Yes. Flex. Flex. I need to exercise so that I keep up with my streak. But I just took a shower. I totally didn't think about it, and then I took a shower, and then I went, no! What was I thinking? But now I'm like, do I negate the shower and go work out? I don't want to take another shower. That's bogus. Who wants to do that? I have friends who take like 2 showers a day. I've never been that person. I'm too lazy to do that. Are you kidding me? It's like, that's so much time in the shower. I could be watching TV. That's all I'm saying. I guess that's pretty much it. But yeah. Deriving people's personalities from aspects of their life. It's interesting. So, the other one that I was trying to think of earlier, there's looking at a person's room, looking at a person's iPod, and then the other one that somebody was talking about was looking at a person's desk, like looking at the desk where they do their work. You should be able to tell something about them. I don't think that you could get, well, lots of cups and wire and nail polish remover and cords and keys. What do you say to that, Internet? You can't just keep saying, oh, it's a sign that she's all over the place, because that's boring. It's boring. There's not any real heavy thinking out of that. I came up with that off the top of my head. Come on. Yeah, if any of you are studying this or majoring in, like, psychology or something, and have something lousy to tell me about myself from looking at my room, you should let me know, because that would be funny. Anywho, I guess I'm gonna go work out. Dang it! Yeah, go work out. Drat. And render this. But I hope that you guys have a good night, and I hope that your week's going well. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right.